Katie Price had her advances turned down at Thursday's National Television Awards after asking a guest for his number, with attendee Kieran Wright telling the former glamour model, "You're too old for me." Katie, 43, was seen cozying up to journalist Kieran in a snap shared on his Instagram, and across the image he wrote, "When you and Katie Price are so drunk at the NTA at Katie Price. She wanted my number and said, 'I love your eyes. What's your Instagram?' I replied, 'I don't have Instagram, plus you're too old for me.'" Sick. According to The Sun, Katie, who seemed quite drunk by the time she took her seat, was then seen getting cozy with a businessman at an after-party in the capital and was heard telling friends she had dumped fiancé Carl Woods. Katie made a red carpet appearance at the London ceremony with eldest son Harvey, 19, just weeks after an alleged assault that left her with facial injuries. And Katie, who was nominated in the authored documentary category for her show Harvey and Me, insisted she has broken off her 5-month engagement to Woods before openly flirting with another man. Another onlooker told The Sun, she was knocking back the wine and asking for vodka. She was telling people, "I'm single, I've dumped him," and was clearly focused on moving on. They had been constantly rowing, and she said she'd had enough. She said she was back living at her house in West Sussex even though it wasn't fully done up yet. But she was adamant she wouldn't go back to his place. "As far as she's concerned, it's over." Katie said she couldn't handle it anymore and wanted out. While guests were asked to remain in their seats between breaks during the live broadcast, guests claim Katie repeatedly got to her feet while gesturing towards the stage. Sources claim Katie, who was seated alongside Kieran at the ceremony, later flirted with an unnamed businessman at the ensuing after-party, where she remained after Harvey had been driven home. The pair of them were walking around the party together, and could have easily been mistaken for a couple. They were very flirty. She looked very tipsy and kept leaning into him, almost as if to kiss him, the source added. It comes after police were called to an Essex property occupied by Katie at around 1:30 a.m. on August 23, with a man was subsequently arrested on suspicion of assault, theft and coercive and controlling behavior. He has since been released on bail. Following the attack, photos showed Katie with a bruise on her cheek and an injured lip. The mother of 5 said that she was attacked as she watched TV inside the property. Katie's fiancé later denied hitting her in a passionate Instagram post shared 2 weeks after the incident. Katie began dating former Love Island star Carl Woods in June 2020 and announced their engagement in April, just 6 weeks after her divorce from her third husband Kieran Hayler, 34, was finalized. Despite the support of her loved ones, the glamour model still doesn't feel safe, and has been beefing up the security in the wake of her attack. Katie told The Sun, "I'm still all dazed. I'm devastated. I ran away after being punched. I ran to Harvey's house nearby and have now done damage to my feet, which I previously injured." Katie said she was attacked as she watched TV, forcing her to flee in terror to her eldest son's nearby home. He wrote, "I have remained quiet until now due to the investigation being carried out by the police. However, I have found it so difficult to keep quiet on social media due to speculation and shocking abuse that I have received. Anybody who thinks I hit Katie, you're completely delusional and have no idea of the reality of the situation. I have never and never would do anything to hurt Katie. The truth will be told. The couple were pictured together for the first time since the alleged assault a fortnight ago, when they arrived in a grey Bentley at Katie's £2 million home in Surrey. Katie began dating former Love Island star Carl Woods in June 2020 and announced their engagement in April, just 6 weeks after her divorce from her third husband Kieran Hayler, 34, was finalized. Despite the support of her loved ones, the glamour model still doesn't feel safe, and has been beefing up the security in the wake of her attack. Katie told The Sun, "I'm still all dazed. I'm devastated. I ran away after being punched. I ran to Harvey's house nearby and have now done damage to my feet, which I previously injured." Katie said she was attacked as she watched TV, forcing her to flee in terror to her eldest son's nearby home. She said the alleged assault was unprovoked, adding, "I was just sitting there watching telly when the assault happened." Neighbors said they heard loads of shouting and screaming on the night the model was rushed to hospital. One neighbor told Mail Online, "There was something kicking off because I heard loads of shouting and screaming. It was definitely going off. It was antisocial and sounded like a load of pea-heads coming back from the pub. There was a real kerfuffle. Then I saw a car parked across the road for ages. Around half an hour after that I heard loads of talking. I came downstairs to see what was going, but I don't know what time it was because I didn't have my phone with me. I didn't see or hear any cops. I didn't see any blue lights." Another said, "We heard an argument at about 11 p.m. I didn't hear anything at 1:30 a.m. when the police were supposed to have been called because I was asleep." I know that Katie Price had been living next door. I don't think I had heard any big arguments before last night. Source close to the star said friends and family have rallied around her to ensure she has the strength to pursue a conviction. An insider told Mail Online recently, "It's not true that she is dropping the case, but she is very scared and is feeling emotionally vulnerable. All her friends and family are behind her and will make sure she has the strength to pursue the case, so she is going full steam ahead." Mail Online has contacted a representative for further comment.